Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to an AI agency niche tier list. And yeah, I want to go over essentially what niches is the best to start running ads in, start cold calling in, hitting that 3K per month, and then eventually start running ads, and how you can scale to like 30K per month consistently. So let's get straight into it, right? So first we have a picture of a sink. So I'm gonna think it's like something related to bathroom remodeling, and I'm gonna just stick that in A tier, right? By the way, A tier is like S tier being it's a pretty good niche. A tier valid niche. And basically anything B tier and above is pretty valid. Anything C tier is probably there is some exceptions. Like it can be a good niche, but maybe for dad's dinner or something like that, there's an exception. And then D is typically niches that I would avoid. Second, we have e-commerce. Bro, e-commerce I would stay away from, just because as a beginner doing, you can't fool these guys in a way, right? Like if you are a beginner at running ads, e-com is kind of like the worst because they already know how to run ads, they know how funnels work, systems work. So it's not going to be good as a beginner. Then let's go over to high-end dining. So if let's say, I would say D tier as well, just because I have to go C tier. I'll go C tier just because it's a little bit too low ticket, right? Like think about it. If it's a nice, the only reason why it's like not at D tier is because if you get a nice fancy steak, I guess you can spend $200, $300 on dinner, and if you work with those types of people, that'd be amazing. And maybe you wouldn't run straight lead ads, but maybe you would do some sort of branding ads or a content type of ad. So yeah, this is C tier. Then we have cafes. This is D tier. Coffees. It's just the coffee market's so saturated, man. It's just like I'm gonna go get a coffee at Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? Or tomorrow. It's like, why would I go to some specific coffee shop? Then you have bars and alcohol. Again, I would say D tier. Man, like all these things are D tier, and yeah. Then you have delivering companies. Again, D tier. D tier. I wouldn't even like. Yeah, I wouldn't even mess with this. Then we have a CFO, or no, yeah, this is something CFO related. So as you can see, like, my new niche that I'm in, I'm kind of a part of this business as well. And I would say it's B tier. And I mean, obviously I'm at 30K per month in the niche, but, I would honestly say, it is kind of a hard, again, you can't fool people in this niche. These guys are online business owners. They know what leads are. They know like you need to be good at ads. So as a beginner, I wouldn't touch this niche. And fulfillment on the back end is kind of like, and like you need to have a good call center, and it's just like I would kind of stay away from this niche. But if you're already maybe had an agency in the past and stuff like that, maybe it's a good niche. But honestly, for beginners, stay away from. I'm pretty sure this is something related to mortgage as well. I'll put that in B tier. Then this is like car dealerships. I put this in A, pretty good niche. Auto mechanics. One of my students is in this niche printing. He just started the agency a couple months ago. He's at 5K per month, and yeah, he's gonna hit 10, 20K by the end of the year. Let's stick it in A. Then we have some sort of detailing. Yep, I'd put that in A tier as well. I don't know what this is. Let's put that at the bottom. Online education, again, courses, all that type of stuff. Helping coach, online coach. I would say C tier, D tier. Man, I would say honestly D tier. As a beginner, I would stay away from. Daycares, I would say B tier. Could you put this in A tier? Ooh, for daycares. My mom used to run daycare. Honestly, I'm gonna put it in A tier because it's not as B tier. You know what? It's not as high ticket, and maybe if your parents or your mom or dad or something like that had a daycare, maybe it'd be worth since you know more. But honestly, I don't see that being really scalable. Then there's SaaS. So my mentor, he's in SaaS, and again, I would say B tier. Again, you can't fool these guys, right? They're running online businesses. It's just going to be too hard to get into that niche. Martial arts, yeah, you don't want to put the bathroom renovation as martial arts. I'm going to put it in A tier. It is a little bit lower ticket. I mean, obviously, like for my MMA training, I pay around $200 a month, for my whole jiu-jitsu, boxing, and Muay Thai camp. But, yeah, I would say A tier. Then you have yoga studios. I'd put this in A tier. DJs, bro, look, bro, who's working with DJs? Makeup artists, I would say this is a good niche. I would put it in A tier. Hair salons, low ticket, I would say C tier. Travel agents, again, another online business, I would say B tier, but that niche is not that saturated. I don't know what this is. Hotels. Okay, hotels is honestly not a bad niche. It's high ticket, all this type of stuff. This is another type of SaaS as well. Software, something like this, or website designer software. I'd put this in B tier. Weddings. Now, it is kind of high ticket, like wedding planning, all this type of stuff. So I would say A tier. I don't know what this is. Blogs, I don't know what this is. This is home building or some sort of demolition. I would put this in S tier. Solar, S tier. Roofing, in S tier. So the thing is, I would say roofing A tier, honestly, because roofing, it's like one of the most saturated niches. There is a lot of money to be made, but there's just a lot of people in it. And I have students, and I scaled my first, my roofing agency to 20K a month, right? So I know, honestly, to scale 10K, it's low kind of S tier, but I would say it's around S8 tier. It's just like a sales, right? So honestly, I would put A tier in roofing. Then we have bricklaying. I'd put and probably carpentry. We'll put an S. HVAC, we put an S. Landscaping, let's put that all the way in S. Pretty good niche, amazing niche. I have a lot of students in that niche. Fencing, S tier. Tree removal, S tier. Tow truck, I'll put an A. B tier. If you're on Google Ads for it, I guess it is an A tier. Let me just shrink myself over here. And then we have window cleaning. Yeah, I don't know what this niche, man. It's kind of a little bit low ticket. I'd put it in B tier, honestly. Power washing, I know people in that I know a person in power washing niche, kind of printing, selling PIFs. Ooh, if you sell PIFs, and because it is kind of a low ticket thing, but honestly, I want to say B tier. There's definitely better niches. Painting, A tier. Cleaning, I'd say A tier. It's decently high ticket niche. This is the junk removal. I would say S tier, honestly. I like this niche a lot. Handyman, this is like pretty low ticket. I'd put this in C tier, honestly. This is tiling or flooring, S tier. Plumbing or something like that is going to be S tier. I don't know what this is. DJ. Shed building or like something like this. Let's put this in because there's demand for this. I have a client like this at the moment that I'm working for, so I'd put this in high A tier. Mortgage is an amazing niche, but as a beginner, honestly, it's another online business type of thing. But honestly, mortgage, let's put this at A tier. Lawyers, another white collar niche. I'd say lawyers, working with lawyers as a beginner, again, you can't fool these guys. You can't, like, as in, when I mean I can't fool these guys, I'm not saying like, we're doing anything fraudulent. I'm just saying like, you can't, like, if you can't say like, hey, yeah, I've been in the, like, I know what I'm, like, people are going to know, like, for a roofer, for example, if you're going to seem so much smarter than them, but lawyers, they're going to know Facebook guys, they're going to know about a lot of stuff. So, for lawyers, honestly, I would say, like, unless your dad's in it or like mom's in it or something, but I'd go like low key as a beginner, I'd go B tier. Then we have, what is this again? Funeral homes, I would say like high C tier. It's high ticket, but again, I don't know morally like where you're at with that. Elderly homes, S tier, just a better version of daycare, more high ticket. If you bring in one client for these guys, they get like K. Gyms, A tier, just because of gym launch. There's a lot of people in that niche, but it's nevertheless good studio thing. Yoga studio, that's good. Personal coaches, personal trainers. Honestly, this really depends, and I have some people in that program. I'm gonna say S tier because especially for like sports trainers or personal trainers, that's like $500 a month in ARR, like in MRR, right? So that's gonna be pretty good. Pharmacies, I'd say A tier. I don't know what blogs are. Cairo. Now, Cairo is still an amazing niche. Obviously, there's been some, in the past, there's a couple agencies, and it's kind of one of those, it's kind of like roofing where, it's a proven to work niche, but, your sales and your offers need to be locked in. Golf, man, it's pretty low ticket. If you know how to get clients for these guys, I'd say B tier. Botox and these lip stuff, I would say low key like S tier, honestly. S tier. Dentist, S tier. A tier. It's like kind of it's an amazing niche. I have so much clients. I would honestly say S tier. Um, okay, this is some sort of skincare or hair care type of thing. I would say A tier. Dog trainers. I know people in this dog trainer niche. Let's say high B tier. Um, this is also some sort of Botox. Let's put in S tier. House flipping or something like this. I would put this in B tier. Let's put this down. Okay, we don't care about this. We don't care about this. I don't even know what this is. Pesticide. What do you call it? The cleaner? What is it called? The pest cleaner things. I'd put that in S tier, honestly. Nail salons. Trust me, this is a pretty good niche. The amount of girls that get their nails done. I'd put this in low A tier. Locksmiths, pretty low ticket, but honestly, if you can get them on Google and stuff like that, and you charge kind of like low ticket, but you do the volume play on these types of clients, I think you could do well. But I would say C tier, but you could figure out a way to make money in that niche. Yeah, and then truck drivers, B tier, basketball gyms and stuff like that. Yeah, I'd say if you run some good brand ads, some Google ads maybe, and maybe even potentially some Facebook ads, I'd put this in B tier. Photography, that's some of the can be high ticket. I'll put it in A tier. Editing, high-end video editors, I put this in, again, it's another niche where like they kind of know about everything, so I put it in B tier. Phone repair, decent niche, but almost high ticket. I'd put it in B tier. Pools, let's put this in S tier. Amazing niche. Hot tub placements, let's go in A tier. Zoos, let's put D tier. And yeah, other than that, dietitians, let's put it in high. I think my girlfriend's mom is in this niche, so she makes a decent amount of money with that. Let's put this in A tier. Yeah. Let's see. What the hell is this? I don't even know what this is. Cinemas, D tier. Florists, I'd probably put it in D tier. Okay, spas. Okay, let's put this in A tier because it's mid ticket. It can be S tier though. Personal chefs, no, D tier. And yeah, other than that, and then planes. I don't know what this is as well, so I'm gonna just keep it here. Cruises, yeah, I would just keep this here. Architects, let's put this in A tier. Amazing niche. Museums, I put it in C tier. Like, it's kind of like not a beginner friendly. It's not proven to work. Yeah, other than that, guys, I think that's going to be the list. So let's go through this. So a lot of the blue collar niches is going to be S tier. A lot of the medical niches is going to be S tier. And yeah, like honestly, pick anything the S and A tier is going to be your best bet. Honestly, as a beginner, if you want to, start cold calling, start cold outreaching, hit 5K a month, and use that money to start running paid ads. And once you start getting better at sales, get into paid ads. This is going to be the best. These are going to be the best niches, right? Then you go to B tier. You're gonna maybe it's too low ticket, or maybe it's a little bit more advanced niche. Just kind of stay away from. We have like mortgage, accountants, CFOs, softwares, lawyers, software guys. Like all these guys, like they know what they're doing, and like they know what they're doing. They could see like, hey, this guy's like inexperienced, blah, 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 whatever. I would kind of stay away from them. And unless for example, your dad is like has a software company, your dad's an accountant or something, I would kind of like do that. But yeah, other than that, yeah, like that's gonna be the biggest thing. Like, and then C tier, I would just stay away from. And D tier, I would completely stay away from. C tier, if your dad's like a locksmith, if you have some good stuff in that, I would do it. Handyman, again, it's kind of too low ticket. But other than that, that's kind of like the list. Pick anything from S and A tier. If you guys need my personal help to start scaling your agency to that 5K per month goal, and then obviously later on scale to paid ads, hit 10, 20K, 30K a month, book a call with me, and let's get started, boys. See ya.